Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. As always, I hope you've all had another wonderful week, and I hope you're ready to hang out with me today while I give you a tour of my late summer, early fall front garden. So let's get started. So spinning you around, we'll start here at the end of my driveway looking up toward my house. This has always been one of my favorite views of my garden, especially this time of day. The sun is just coming up, it's early morning, and all my plants look so great in this lighting. Taking a closer look in this first flower bed area, you can see just how full it is. We're just coming out of the hot summer months and the temperatures are starting to cool off, especially at night. A lot of these plants are in recovery mode, but you can see a lot of them are still blooming. My lantanas are full of color over here. You can see I've got a few yellow coreopsis blooms too. And then over here, I've got a dark night scabiosa plant that's getting ready to bloom. There's actually a few scabiosa plants in this bed, and all of them have been grown from seed. I also wanted to point out my feverfew plants. These were also grown from seed. I started them back in spring. You can see they've barely grown. They're all still so tiny. I will say though, they've started to finally put on some size over the last few weeks now that the temperatures have started cooling off. So maybe I'll finally get some blooms from them this fall. And then over here, I wanted to show you my bush daisies. I've got four planted from my front walkway out to my grass area. These plants have gotten so big since I planted them, and they've performed really well this summer. They're really low maintenance and make a great option for those of you who live in areas with high heat and humidity. And then right next to my bush daisies, I've got my blue salvias. These plants just started reblooming after I gave them a hard rejuvenation prune about 6 weeks ago. All of them were infested with aphids, so I cut them all back to about 4 to 6 inches above the ground. All of this is new growth, and I'm really happy with how quickly they rebounded and rebloomed. Looking at this garden bed area next, this is my new bird bath flower bed. I made this bird bath using an old glass platter and a black metal plant stand a few weeks ago, and then I planted a bunch of white painta, some yellow gaillardia, and a pink mullygrass around it. I've been really loving this area of my garden. The birds still haven't found the bird bath yet, but I'm hoping they find it soon. I'm thinking I should probably add a bird feeder in this area to encourage them to explore the space. Looking over here, you can see my white verbena and yellow and red coreopsis plants have started pushing some new blooms. Like I already said, I feel like everything is rebounding from the hot summer months. And then just behind the verbena and coreopsis plants, you can see my forked blue curl plants. They've also started to bloom. These are some of my favorite plants in my garden. They're an herbaceous woody annual with these delicate bluish purple blooms. They're also a Florida native, and they're a bee and butterfly magnet, and I can't wait to enjoy their blooms over the next several months. Looking at the front of my large bird of paradise, you can see my purple gomphrenias are still going for it. I used to have some white bacopa ground cover planted between the gomphrenias and the grass, but it started to really fizzle out in August, so I pulled it all out. Looking behind the gomphrenias, you can see my Dusty Miller plants have started to push some new growth. These are the plants that I transplanted from my backyard patio containers a few months ago. They're all rooted in and finally starting to leaf out again. Looking over here at my Adirondack chairs, I wanted to point out my pink, red, and white tropical sages on either side. They're all blooming and they're really looking amazing right now. These plants are also Florida natives, and the pollinators are obsessed with them. Coming over to the left of my Adirondack chairs, I wanted to give you an update on another new flower bed area. My blue porterweed and golden shrimp plants have been doing so well. I've been so impressed with these plants so far. They've really made great additions to my front landscape. They're supposed to put on quite a bit of size, and they should really fill in the space around my purple butterfly bush. And then speaking of that butterfly bush, it's still recovering from some fungal pressure. You can see just how much growth it's put on. It's pushing new leaves all over. And then once the humidity dies down later this fall, this plant should be in the clear and really start thriving again. Taking a step back, I wanted to mention my plans for the open areas toward the front of this flower bed. I already mentioned this in a prior video, but my plan is to add some supertunias into these spaces once they're available at the garden center later this fall. I'll probably add some into the area in front of my purple gomphrenias where the white bacopa ground cover used to be as well. I can't wait to get my hands on some supertunias for these areas because fall time in Florida is the perfect time to plant supertunias. Walking up to my front porch, you can see how great my pink paintas are doing. They're loaded up with blooms and they're looking amazing. And then on either side of my front walkway, I've got my summer containers. You can see the wire vine is looking great, but the yellow marigolds have started to fizzle out. I also had to replace the center fernleaf lavender plants with some blue angelonias about a month ago. We had so much rain this summer, my lavender plants got root rot and died, but I think swapping the lavender plants for angelonia was a good replacement and it achieved a similar kind of look that I wanted for these container arrangements. In any case, we're entering fall and it's the perfect time to get in here and swap out these containers for something that fits the season. So definitely keep an eye out for a fall container planting video in the near future. Looking at my front porch seasonal flower bed area next, everything is looking so lush right now. My white Gara and dark blue and light blue Scaevola fan flowers have performed so well this summer. We've had a ton of rain and it's been cloudy and overcast the last few weeks, which probably explains the lack of blooms on these plants. Looking at the white Gara specifically, I've noticed that heavy rains will knock all the flowers off, but they're always quick to push new blooms in the days following the heavy rains. Unfortunately, the last few weeks we've pretty much had torrential downpours every day. Either way, flowers or no flowers, these plants are looking great. And then looking up at my front porch, I wanted to highlight my large pothos plant that I recently repotted a few weeks ago. Look how beautiful it looks. I'm amazed how big some of the leaves have gotten. Some of them are almost as big as my hand. I definitely attribute the growth to the Miracle-Gro tropical plant potting mix I used. I've been so impressed with it. This pothos is seriously thriving. Looking over here to the right of my pothos plant is my beautiful white impatient plant. Impatiens are perennials in my zone, and this one's about 4 years old. It's looking so great right now, and I love how it's spilling out of its container. It's always thrived in this spot on my front porch, getting bright indirect light. And then the last plant I wanted to highlight on my front porch is my orchid. It started pushing 3 flower spikes over the last few weeks. I was hoping the flowers would be open in time for the filming of this video, but I think we're still a few days away. The flowers on this plant are one of the most vibrant reddish purple magenta colors. This is another one of my favorite plants in my garden. I've had it for about 6 or 7 years and it's bloomed almost every year for me, and I'm so excited that I get to enjoy these flowers for the next several weeks. So really quick, I wanted to do a slow pan across my front garden. I'm so happy with how everything performed this summer. The Florida heat and humidity are no joke, but my garden made it through another summer season. But with that said, I'm really excited for what's in store as the temperatures start cooling off as we really enter fall. My garden is in recovery mode right now, but that will all change over the next few weeks as we enter one of my favorite times of year in Florida. So this seems like a good stopping point for my front garden tour. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can hang out with me in next week's video when I give you a tour of my backyard garden. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in next week's video.